Hi.
Oh, hello there.
Welcome back to Otaku Tuesday.
Uh,
You okay?
yeah.
You seem kind of sad.
Always.
Just in general, yeah.
But, not now because we're going to play us a VN.
Oh, is that the only thing that brings you joy these days?
Yeah.
Okay.
Other than my daughter.
Oh,
Daughter and VN.
okay. I guess I'm part of the VN thing, so...
And grape soda.
Okay. And where am I on this list? Can I get, like, a ranking here?
An official chart.
Just so I know who I have to, like... what I'm up against, because I don't know if I can beat
soda.
grape soda.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. How am I gonna top grape soda?
I
I could say I taste better, but you'll never find out.
Correct.
Okay, let's just move past that and play Fruit of Grisaia, because that's what
Okay,
this is.
what are we doing?
We're staying in like a
What
hostel.
is this? Who is this? Yeah, because we're on the lam.
I don't know. This could be either of them,
with
honestly.
Makina right now, but we're having and we're killing all of the people that they know we're there, but
Yeah, it was from the point of view of Jables for a while, as like reports were coming in.
It could be Jables. I doubt it. This is probably Yuuji.
It's probably, well, yeah, it's either Yuuji or Makina. Probably Yuuji. It seems like a Yuujiism when it's like, when I was a child, there were not blah, 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 blah. That's got to be Yuuji.
Right.
That's 100%.
You nailed it.
But, yeah, so you're on the lam and you're just like hiding out in the city instead of leaving the city because you expect them to think, but they obviously know you're in the city because they've been sending agents after you.
Yeah.
And Yuuji killed all of them, or incapacitated. I feel like he killed all of them except for one. Like he left a woman.
I think so.
And then like Jables was getting
I don't know.
attacked by her boss.
We recorded a month and a half worth last time, so it's been a while.
Yeah, because I've had a busy month. I've got a lot of things going on, okay? I have a busy life. People like me.
What's that like?
I don't know. I'm higher on the list of other people. I don't know where the fuck I am on yours. So read, asshole.
When I was a child, there were nights when my head ached so painfully I couldn't sleep because I heard nonstop dripping.
Yeah, sorry, we kind of left that going.
I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard I try. I think a doctor my mother took me to said something about stress being the cause. He sounded like Dracula, though.
What? Oh, the doctor. I was very confused by that. I thought you were talking about his mom.
It began with something that felt like a slight fever. Soon my head would begin to throb painfully in time with the beating of my heart.
It's called a headache.
I didn't think it was stress. I thought I was starving for something. Like new chicken strip burritos from Taco Bell.
I was starving for being calm and unstressed. Couldn't have been stress.
For affection or love. Something like that. I don't know. Just a general touch would be nice. Some
I've got a headache. It must be because I'm a virgin.
Frustrated longing was making its impossible demands on me.
You're about to have a sex scene.
One evening, I suffered an unusually severe headache on my way home from school and crouched down on the roadside in agony.
Oh, I got a goon right now.
It's the gooning bush. I looked around the area.
It's the same bush.
My vision hazy and periodically obscured by pure white flashes of pain, but couldn't find anyone who seemed likely to help me. That was only to be expected. It was natural. I wasn't next to the people help me bush. Nobody's going to volunteer for the thankless hassle of looking after some sick kid they've never seen before. I thought as much about something.
Sorry.
I thought about... Wait, what?
The second one up.
Oh, it skipped. Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah,
as much for myself, so I'm sure the people passing by felt the same. Dragging my heavy legs forward as if slogging through knee-deep mud, propping myself up against the wall, I crept my way home all by myself. When I finally reached my house after what felt like hours of miserable effort, my big sis met me at the door.
This charger doesn't work. Oh, yes, it does.
Whose
There it doesn't.
voice I don't remember. The instant she saw my face, it felt like my sister spoke some concerned words, but apparently my ears weren't working properly. I couldn't understand what she was saying. When I thought about the painful, lonely struggle I just endured, her sympathy only grated on my nerves. I snarled bitterly that it was a little late for her to help now. My big sister's face crumpled miserably, and then she turned me to Channel 4 so I could come into view.
Yeah, what is happening here?
I knew I'd done something wrong, something worth apologizing for, but I didn't have the composure to tell her I was sorry.
Nobody set that thing to channel 4. Everyone had it on 3.
I did 4.
Oh my god, you contrarian.
I switched it back and forth.
Yeah, it depended. Sometimes like 3 would be a little more fuzzy than 4 for some reason.
It felt like a 3-day. Let's switch it.
Yeah, that's true. Today feels like a 3-day.
Ignoring my sister as she tried to speak to me again, I moved past her and into our bedroom.
Yeah, they're siblings.
Yeah.
I shared a bedroom with my brother.
I couldn't even...
We're not anime characters.
Yeah. I couldn't even muster the willpower to climb up to the top of the bunk bed where I slept. Instead, I opened the closet, collapsed inside it, and then slid the door shut with the last of my strength.
He's gay.
I like cramped places. And I like dark places.
They're like turtles.
I felt most at ease holed up in places too small for others to enter. It felt like I was safe there, like I was cocooned in the cockpit of a powerful robot. In my mech closet.
It's like SpongeBob and Patrick with the box.
Yeah. There was nothing to be afraid of in here. The pain, so intense that it felt as though my skull was cracking apart, began to ease little by little. I wanted to stay there. I wished I could curl up in that closet forever and never have to leave. Even knowing that was spoiled, pointless escapism, I couldn't help but indulge in it. When night came, my sister woke me up. She asked me if I had calmed down, and I realized that I had. I felt almost refreshed. In fact. But at the same time, there was a tickle of awkward self-reproach.
Should I like set the mood for the visuals? Just...
Yeah, couldn't we have like thrown just a little sepia tone thing in the background?
Yeah, I don't know.
Rather than
I don't understand
an
the
ant race
static.
with dripping.
Yeah.
That's right.
There's like a thing here.
Oh.
You see it?
Oh.
It's like the top of a pig head, and there's an ear, and there's an ear. You see it?
I do.
Okay, sorry. Go on.
That's right, I need to apologize for snapping at her. Just as my thoughts reached the conclusion, I felt a sharp pain in my right hand.
I don't know if that'll actually translate on with YouTube compression.
Yeah, probably not.
It's just darker, like a darker pattern.
When I looked down, I noticed the wound on my right fist. Deep enough to expose bone. I had no memory of injuring myself so badly.
Oh my god, you got fucking problems.
As I puzzled over what it could possibly have happened, my sister spoke to me in a subdued murmur.
Hey, you punched me.
Well, she's standing there with like a hacksaw. It's like, the only way I could get your attention.
Yeah.
Chop your hand off.
Do you remember her voice? I mean, I don't know.
No.
Because that was like the first route when she was hanging out with
It was the first route. I don't know. Do you want to voice someone?
Sure, I'll take this.
You can voice Kazuki? Kazuki. That's
that her name?
I feel like that's her
You
name.
remember her name, but not the voice you used?
Nope.
See, I'm lucky. I only use like 3 different voices, so it's pretty easy for me to...
I mean, I could bring it up.
It's not that important.
Okay.
I'll just take it. Well, okay, yeah, go ahead. Let's pause real quick.
Pause.
I want to hear it, and then I'll try to
Replicate.
Yeah. Okay, we just listened. It's kind of like your... What's her name?
That's not what I remember at all.
It's kind of like your Suzuki voice, but higher pitched.
Oh,
Where it's
yeah.
like pointed.
You may not remember, but I am your sister, and this is what I sound like.
How does it sound like Morty? Oh, jeez, Rick. I can't do a Morty voice. It seems your homeroom teacher committed suicide.
It took you a while to say that to me.
It's weird in here. I can't see anything. Everything's red.
For a moment, I couldn't process the meaning of those words because my bone's sticking out.
That's going to be all she says, too. Like, we took all that time
Yep.
for me to read that one line. Yeah.
Suicide. I don't think you... In other words, the man took his own life.
Am I sexist?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't.
Because when she said teacher, my brain immediately went to a woman.
Oh.
Like if someone says your English teacher.
English teacher seems like, yeah, female.
Well, what if I said math teacher?
Yeah. I think of a guy.
Oh my God, you're the sexist.
But that's
one.
sexist,
No, that's
right?
because our English teachers
I guess
and our
that's
math
true.
teachers. Yeah.
Because you say Spanish teacher, I think of a woman.
Yeah. History teacher, I think of a male.
Yeah. I guess that's just because that's what it...
That's what we have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, the
It's
man
not that
took his...
women can't do math.
Right.
I do math sometimes.
Maybe. No.
Well, okay. I'm just gonna sit the other way. I'm about to drop lower on your fucking list.
Orange soda.
I mean, the fact that orange soda's under grape soda is a travesty in itself.
No, grape soda's great. I never get it, though, because
It's gross.
there's no zero sugar. It's too sugary. There's no
Yeah.
zero sugar version.
Yeah, because it's not made from grapes.
No.
It's just grape drink.
It's just there's zero sugar of everything else.
Yeah.
But I saw it, and it was $2 for a 12-pack. They were on sale.
Yeah, might as well.
I was like, yeah, okay.
I'll have a grape or
Right?
or red or orange crush every once in a while.
Let's see how much one can is 104% of the sugar that you're supposed to have in a day.
Yeah, but that's only like 5% of the sugar that I consume in a day.
Correct. Are we gonna? I read this like 4
Oh, did
times.
you? Sorry. We were just talking about soda and math.
Even as I wondered why, a smug sense of satisfaction welled up inside me. I hated that teacher with a
Yay,
passion.
no more homework.
He never complimented me when I succeeded. He sneered at the smallest sign of pride. And he focused exclusively on my failures. And he got mad when I answered a bunch of questions in my head.
Yeah.
Belittling me as a
I didn't bother
defective.
showing my work, so he assumed I cheated.
Oh, that was such a good day. He got so mad when everyone applauded.
Of course he did.
He hurt me every single day. The man seemed to have entered the teaching profession just so he could reenact the miseries of his own childhood on his pupils.
Oh, it's going to hurt his eyes.
I silently urged him to die many times. It felt like what he deserved. I looked down at my right fist covered in congealed blood. Was it me? Did I kill him? No, I said it was suicide. Oh, right. While I was unconscious with this headache, did my body crawl out of this closet all on its own? Did this hand kill my teacher?
Oh my god.
Wow, that's...
We've got an idle hand situation. You had a hand transplant.
The anxiety stretched on and on indefinitely. When my head began its brutal aching, somebody would experience misfortune. The pattern repeated itself several times. Drip. My head hurts. Drip. I want something badly, but drip. As always, I can't even tell what it is. Drip. I'm looking for. Longing for.
So you
Drip.
You don't sleepwalk, you sleep kill?
Mm-hmm. That thirst for something never did go away.
You Dexter? Fucking your dark passenger? Tonight's the night.
He's got the devil's hands.
Yeah.
Or the idle hands are devil's
Idle
playthings.
hands, yeah.
I want help. Anyone will do. If anyone would reach out a hand to me, probably my other hand though. This one's a little.
Yeah,
it's got
that might hurt
problems.
a little bit.
I'd probably cling to them and cry like a child.
Aren't you a child at this point? If your sister's around.
Mm-hmm. At this rate, it feels like I'm going to go crazy. Oh, sorry, different context.
Getting fucked while eating my own pussy.
Oh man, flashbacks. I want to be alone. I want a cramped place where I can take refuge. I want to curl up in a dark place and sink into death as if falling asleep.
Yeah, but then you'll just kill someone else.
It was always my sister who opened the closet door and brought me out of my seclusion. There were times I wished she wouldn't, when I found her irritating. And my sister died in a traffic accident. What?
Not really.
I didn't know that.
I mean, kind of. A traffic accident.
She didn't die in the traffic accident.
Yeah, she died as a result of a traffic accident.
I guess he doesn't know that. He might think that she did die in the bus crash.
I guess, but I don't know.
Or was there a police report for all the...
There would have had to have been, like, bodies found at some point. They would have just been like, oh, that entire bus disappeared.
I can't remember if there was...
They careened off like a cliff.
Yeah.
Into, like, a giant hole area, like a big
I feel like,
cavern.
at least in that playthrough, there was like a... Like, once they were found, police did go and actually find out.
They would have had to have, because... Like, it's one thing if it was like, oh, yeah, they ruled it as just they died in the bus accident, which some of them did, but a lot of them got eaten.
Yeah.
So, like, they would have
Or
seen...
starved to death.
Unless they thought that was, like, wild animals that did that. Because maybe it took
Yeah.
them a really long time to find them.
can't
Who
remember.
knows? I don't remember what it said.
I don't hate my sister, or I didn't. Wait, hold on. I didn't hate my sister or even dislike her. If anything, it'd be no exaggeration to say she was the reason I was able to keep on living.
Keep on keeping
Oh.
up.
Well, I killed her. Even so, my sister died.
How?
Why did she die and leave me behind alone? The question did inspire some reproachful feelings. But I still remember the look on her face that day when I answered her kindness with a snarl of irrational anger. In the end, I never did apologize. I could never manage to say the simple words, "I'm sorry for yelling at you." That always weighed on my mind.
If only I knew someone who knew her.
When I think of my sister, her troubled expression on that afternoon always flashes before my eyes.
Well, I guess Amane would have been picked up by the police at some point and told the story. But would they have, like, told the families at that point? I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, well, I would, yeah.
I can't stand it anymore. I wish everything would just come to an end. Maybe all this was my fault.
Probably.
I gnawed on my possessed right hand until it bled. Is that what that is? Is it dripping blood? Is that what that sound is supposed to be?
So.
Even though it definitely just sounds like water.
See, I thought it was him, like, lying in that hotel. And,
That's
like,
what I
the
thought.
shitty sink was dripping or something.
1 year after that, just as I'd wished somewhere deep down inside, the devil in my right hand took everything from me.
I ripped my own penis off.
My father died, and my penis my mother as well. I must have been the one who killed them. Were you?
Probably not. He's just blaming himself for people around him dying all the time.
All of them. I slaughtered them all. The women and the children, too. I'm the lowest of the low. I was a vile monster in the body of a child, and the person who took me in was an even more terrible creature. But she had big booba.
Yeah, so it was all okay.
Taking the place of my father, who had died, leaving only depths behind, that man brought me to his mansion to live like a dog.
Oh, well, never mind. There was someone between your parents and your master.
Every day was
Daddy
pain.
Warbucks.
Nothing but pain. Bitter, excruciating pain. Beyond my capacity to endure. To escape that suffering, I would have gladly committed suicide. But I couldn't die. Whoa, shit.
Okay.
Not when they punched me until the bones in my face shattered. Not when they kicked me until my organs seemed to burst. Not when they covered me in gasoline and set me on fire. They only did that the one time. I'm dead now.
This is not... This is a lie. This didn't happen. This isn't Yuuji. Is this Yuuji?
Yeah, I don't, probably.
I mean, the sister.
Well, yeah,
it's gotta be.
It would have to be that.
But it's like he was not set on fire. Like that didn't happen.
Maybe.
Not with the way you look. You're not. You don't have.
Right.
Like, come on.
You don't have Hanako syndrome.
Yeah, that's what they call it.
I felt pain. I suffered. But no matter what they did to me, I never managed to die. The devil in my right hand must have forbidden it. I'd forfeited the right to live as a human being. But maybe that wasn't all. Maybe I'd lost even the right to die.
The devil in your right hand sounds like something that, like, a Sunday school pastor would say to, like, keep you from masturbating.
Yeah. I was going to say it sounds like I don't know. It sounds like the intro to, like, a early 2000s emo. Like an album. Like,
oh, yeah, yeah.
Fall Out Boy or...
Yeah, or it's like 3 Days Grace. A 3 Days Grace album would be called Devil in Your Right Hand or something like that.
What was so valuable about my existence, preserved at the cost of so much blood and suffering? Why was the devil keeping me alive? I don't know. Forget the meaning of my life. I couldn't understand the reason I wasn't dead. I reached my limit, probably because of that dripping sound that's been going on for 20 years of my life.
Right.
The thirst grew so agonizing I was beginning to wonder if it would ever stop swelling inside me. Since things had gone this far, I had no choice but to purge myself of the devil that was the source of my suffering and thirst. I began by smashing my right hand against the concrete wall of my basement room, but the pain was so strong I couldn't help easing off. I tried slicing it off with a knife instead. But whenever I tried to cut through the nerve, agony ran through my entire body. So it was difficult to keep pressing the blade down. All I managed was to cut myself deeply. Okay then.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
What is happening? The bones in my wrist were getting in the way, so I tried to scrape them down with a knife first, but the thick blood that spouted out made the blade slip and slide around, so I couldn't grind my away
Just hear
very
that
well.
cartoon. Woo, woo,
Yeah.
woo, woo, woo.
And every time the blade did catch the bone, the grating movement jarred my skull with sickening vibrations.
This will get rid of my headache.
In the end, I simply fainted from the pain. The adults in the mansion tied me up with ropes to prevent me from mutilating myself any further. They whispered in my ear the same words repeated many, many times.
Baba Booey, Baba Booey.
Nobody needs you. Nobody wants you. Even your family despised and resented you. No one in the world loves you. No one in the world is on your side. Everyone is your enemy. Hate. Hate them. Let the hate flow through you.
I was going to say, this is like the lyrics of the first song on that album.
Hate them all. Anyone your eyes can see is your enemy. They made you suffer. They disgraced your family. They trampled your friends underfoot. That is the nature of your enemy. Kill. Kill them. Kill them all. You have my permission. Slaughter them like cattle. Hate everything. Kill everything. That is your only road to salvation. And so I killed all of them. Everyone. I might have killed my sister.
You didn't.
I murdered my own parents.
Debatable.
But even after all that killing, I still haven't been saved. Why not? Haven't I killed enough by now? Ah, that's right, I haven't killed myself yet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. In the last episode, Jables did say something about, like, he had some shit that was, like, activated where he was, like, a sleeper agent and he didn't realize that he was killing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we thought, like, he knew that he was an assassin.
Right, like he completely blacks out.
Yeah, when he goes to kill someone, he just, like, becomes a different person.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what this is. So he's been, like, reprogrammed as Yuuji.
I'm not finished yet. I've got to take my own life. But how? I can't just murder myself. I don't know how it's done. Nobody ever taught me. What do I need to do before I can die?
This is just because I don't have parents. Everyone else's dad taught them how to murder themselves.
I spent 2 weeks without eating any food. My arms grew thin as the branches of a dead tree. Even the trees can die. My front teeth fell out, and my fingernails grew soft and began to warp away from the skin underneath. When I reached up and touched my head, hair came out in clumps, but there was no pain. It seemed that I was simply going to wither away to a mummy. I would sleep in my crypt, waiting for the day when someone would offer me blood. Is that what you do to mummies?
I think that was more so like the people in the mansion were forcing him to kill people or something.
How many ever years it took, however many decades, how many ever centuries. I
still call bullshit. These things didn't happen. What is he, like 17? So this happened when he was like 11?
Yeah, I don't know.
His fucking...
I mean...
He sliced into his own wrist and his hair fell out in clumps and he was burned and he's just fine now.
Right.
It seems like bullshit.
Like he's been
I mean, it's
brainwashed.
whatever. It's anime logic, so sure, this happened.
He's been rebuilt. The $6 million man.
Of course.
Until someone who can save me appears.
A big titty goth girlfriend.
Probably. Until my sister comes to wake me up.
Same thing. Yuuji.
Yeah, that was my name. My sister always called me that. Till my sister calls again, I can only wait. In a slumber so deep I'll forget my own name.
Yeah, maybe this is the alter ego talking. It's not actually Yuuji.
Yeah.
So, like, those things didn't actually happen to him. He just has those fucking fucked up memories because he's...
That's how...
What's the word? It's not split personality, but... I mean, kind of is. Schizophrenia or whatever.
Mm-hmm. I wanted someone to pull me up out of this hell as quickly as possible. But I had fallen into hell for a reason. I had done evil things. That was only natural. This was. And this was my punishment.
I saw the TV glow.
When I came to, I was in an unfamiliar room. Or a hallway. It wasn't my basement prison. There was a window.
It was that Willy Wonka room where, like, you walk to it, but it doesn't get any bigger.
And then you turn around and go back out the door you came in.
Yeah.
The pale bluish light of the moon flowed in, and the air felt a little cold against my skin.
By the light of the moon?
On nights like this, where the moon hung fat and swollen in the sky,
Like a big pizza pie?
my sister used to moan in an awful
Whoa.
tone of voice from the bunk bed below my own.
I always heard.
It was always like that on the nights when the moon was full. Suffering, sadness, desperation.
It's the name of this anime. Oh my god, my sister is a werewolf. And she's pregnant with my child.
Her voice spoke
They're
of
always longer, so I was like, I gotta add more.
different emotions too strong for words. Yeah, on the night of a full moon, my sister vibrated her way into a new world.
Perfect.
It frightened me when my sister moaned.
Yeah.
I would wrap myself up in my blanket on the upper bed, covering my ears tightly, but still the voice seemed to pass through my skull and burrow directly into my brain. That overly bright moonlight flowing in from outside the window must have driven me mad. I stood up from my bed, approached the window, and looked out. A single girl, how do you know, stood beneath a snowstorm of sakura petals, dancing on the wind. Her back turned to me. It looked like she was in the middle of an anime intro.
I was gonna say they're filming the fucking credit sequence of some anime.
What was she doing out there at this time of night?
What a goof.
In the first place, who on earth was she? As those questions drove every other thought from my mind, the girl turned around and smiled brightly.
What's up?
Our eyes met. Overwhelmed by the uncomfortable feeling that I've been peeping on her somehow, I willed myself to pull back and hide, but for some strange reason I couldn't move my body even an inch. It was almost as though the force of her gaze had pinned my moonlight-cast shadow to the ground. As I stood stock still by the window, the girl softly raised her right hand toward me and began to speak. My ears were ringing. The girl's voice couldn't reach me. This is just an anime intro.
Yeah.
When I concentrated on the girl's mouth as she repeated herself, I read the softly spoken words from the movement of her lips.
Over here, Yuuji.
She was calling for me, clearly and simply. And when I focused on her with complete concentration, her voice itself became clear as a bell, sinking deeply into my mind.
Come here, Yuuji.
The girl was definitely saying that. As she offered me her outstretched hand,
Might be
tears
Makina,
began to
actually.
roll down my face. Can I really take her hand? Is it really alright for the likes of me to take that hand? The instant our fingers intertwined, the devil in my right hand might kill the girl. My body began to tremble uncontrollably, and I was afeared. This is a dream. I want to wake up right away. When I see dreams like these, my right hand always tries to kill someone. I can't take anymore. I don't want to lose anyone else. Yeah, it might be.
Yep.
Papa. Snapped abruptly back to the waking world by a familiar voice against my lobes. I saw a girl crouched down at my side. That girl, her eyes full of concern, spoke to me.
You spooched yourself in your sleep.
Papa, you're crying again? You wuss? Hey, Makina, I'm fine. It's nothing.
Let's watch that ring tape again.
It is not nothing. Why are you always crying? No, really, it's no big deal. Men just wake up crying sometimes, you know? Sort of like a wet dream. But
I was cutting onions.
I was having a wet dream from my eyes. You know, you don't worry about it. Why are you making such scary face? Is it something you can't talk to me about? Yeah, that's right. It's got nothing to do with you, so you just don't have to worry about it. No, that's no fair. You're helping me out, aren't you? Can't I help you too, Papa? Makina. If it's hard to talk about, then I won't ask you nothing. I'm not that smart anyway, so even if you told me, I probably wouldn't be able to comfort you that well.
Is that too loud?
Yeah, probably.
What happened? You found the remote at some point.
I put it back.
Okay. Okay.
Anyways. Oh, now I'm naked.
What?
I was gonna say, I know how to comfort you.
Yeah, that's what this is gonna be. That's how these games are.
Yeah.
This is the solution to everything.
So, well, Amani told me something once, you know. There's nothing like a naked woman to cheer up a man who's hurting.
Does work.
Ha ha! What, so you're doing the slut routine now? Yeah, that works for me. I'm your exclusive slut. So come here, Papa.
Don't say that.
Those words send a jolt of surprise through my body. I've only just realized the voice of that girl in the dream, the voice that seemed to sink into the depths of my heart, was Makina's. The girl who waited all that time, all those years, her hand patiently outstretched, offering to lead me out of hell. Never would have thought she'd turn out to be a stumpy little airhead like this. But here we are. I find myself wrapping my arms around Makina, clinging to her like a child.
This is getting weird.
Oh!
Oh! Those are some boobies.
Sorry, Makina. Never thought I'd sink low enough to make you comfort me. Pretty pathetic, aren't I?
Yeah, it's this is the worst. I feel so terrible.
Yeah, nothing to worry about. It's more than enough a reason for a man to make love to a woman, you know? Come here, Papa. Give me a kiss. Give me a little kiss. I obediently bring myself closer, feeling the quiet touch of her breath against my face.
You smell like Cheetos.
Feminine sigh. It's a warm, soft sensation, like a slow summer breeze, too gentle even to ruffle your hair.
Summer breeze.
Dawn has just begun to break outside. The morning light that flows softly into the room faintly illuminates her pink lips. Catching a brief glimpse of her small tongue in between those slightly parted lips, I push my mouth to hers as if reeled in by the jerk of a rope.
Oh, lots of teddy kisses.
Her lips are pliant with a hint of stickiness. I push my tongue deep inside that oddly sugary little mouth and move it around slowly in exploration.
Who said you could have candy?
I just had my push pop.
I've been practicing.
The girl's teeth feel small. I call them my chiclets. It's hardly the first time I've kissed Makina, but I don't think I've ever done so this urgently before. Makina pulls back with a reflexive little twitch and then slides her arms upwards along my back. Her hands grab a hold of my hair and pull my face even closer, forcing our lips more firmly together. The frantic way she sticks out her stubby little tongue to parry mine is clumsy in the extreme, but also more than a little adorbs.
Yeah, how's that you?
Parry it! You've got one short tongue, kid. That's a weird thing to say.
That's right, 6 over.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I can't do nothing about that, you know? Oh, hey, Papa, give me a dirtier kiss.
Give me a dirtier. I'm gonna use that next time. Next time I make it out with someone, I'll be like, give me a dirtier kiss now.
Well, easy for you to say. I ponder the matter for a moment, but the short little tongue of hers presents a serious impediment to more advanced French kissing. It's said that small breasts grow larger when you rub them.
That is not.
Wonder if a short tongue would get longer if you pull on it. Yeah, good. What are you doing? Just poking and prodding at her. Get bigger.
Yeah.
Pushing my way back into that sweet
You're
little mouth.
good.
I wrap up Makina's stubby tongue with my own and then pin it between my lips and apply some firm suction. Oh, Papa, it hurts when you suck on it hard. Yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
I can't really understand a word you're saying, just so you know. Yeah, Papa, more. Makina's lips part widely, less an invitation than a demand. I respond by opening my mouth and letting a large load of drool fall into hers.
You trying to waterboard me?
Of course, this is probably her first experience with anything like this. Her mouth still hanging open, Makina wrinkles her brow, clearly bewildered by a sudden deluge of spit onto her tongue. Think you can swallow that?
This is so weird.
Phew! After shutting her eyes and thinking the matter over for a moment, Makina closes her lips in determined fashion and then gulps down the frothing saliva I placed inside her mouth.
Like this, this is a thing, I guess, that happens, but it's like so weird for it to be so like described. That's like I just hucked a loogie into her mouth. Like
I've said that before. It's like
you're trying to paint a vivid picture because we've been looking at the same picture for how
yeah,
long.
right.
But it's just like some things. It's like
Some things about describing sex scenes just makes it seem
not
so...
sound sexy.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not to us. I don't know. Maybe someone's like super into just drooling into someone else's mouth
And
then
telling
asking
them to swallow.
like I don't know. There would be a sexy quality of like, because I mean I'm sure you've heard like, oh, I want a goth woman to spit in my mouth or something like that.
Yeah.
But when it's like, oh, we're making out and then sucking on her tongue and then just like letting drool
Thinking thoughts
fall
like,
out
your
of my-
tongue's not long
Yeah,
enough.
what is happening? What is this? Nobody does this. Especially not the first time you're having sex.
Well, this isn't.
I guess it's not the first time, is it? But still, it's just weird.
What do you think? A little gross after all.
What do you think?
What do you think? Oh, there, that tasted really, lewd.
Yeah, I've been drinking cum all morning.
Good enough to kill a few brain cells? What the heck's that supposed to mean? Can we just, like, have sex?
I'm waiting for you to say I'm going crazy. My mind is breaking.
Forget it. I'm just making this up as I go along. I'm just, like, saying dumb shit and seeing how far it takes before you go, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, like, what are you really allowing me to do here?
The girl's breathing heavily, her mouth hanging open, clearly a little dazed. I take the opportunity to reach down to her groin. My fingers slide easily.
Oh, my groin!
She shaved, but today it's unusually warm outside and humid. Her body has been waiting for this. No! I've been waiting for this! The middle finger starts to do things.
Uh-huh.
And when I do the things against her, she... Oh my goodness. Why do we gotta make it weird all the time?
Underdeveloped body.
Makina pushes back.
Yeah.
Haha.
Second base, baby.
Nice and sensitive as always. A little too much, so... Since she's
I'm
inexperienced.
kind of over it, actually.
It's like she'll break apart from the quivering if I give it to her too roughly. I spread apart with my fingers, and she's ready to go.
Yeah.
Even if I wonder if I'm taking things a little too quickly, I
Keep going.
administer. Yeah.
Yeah, she seems to be into it.
Makina's whole body is trembling, and her eyes are fixed on my face, increasingly clouded with arousal, or what looks like arousal. I could be wrong.
I hope it's arousal.
You might need to throw in that she needs to look a little scared or something like they do. And
Yeah. You got to make sure it's like a little grapey.
Mm-hmm. I guess she's already picked up a taste for having someone else fiddle around with her. She's moaning and demanding more. You think I can handle it if I go a little harder?
You ready for the jackhammer, baby?
Go hard. Yeah, give me more. Yeah, Papa. She's hot.
There's a lot going on down here.
Wow.
I push up around the area of her bladder.
Okie dokie. No, I'm gonna pee. No, she doesn't say that.
Wait a second, you don't have a prostate?
Makina bends her waist back and forth loosely in time with my finger, trying and flailing to stifle her moans. Things happen.
Yeah.
The girl wrinkles her brow and bites her lip, moaning ooh ooh, like a distressed toddler.
Okay, stop. Who is this for? You're in jail now.
Yeah.
Go to jail right now. Not even horny jail. Just go to jail.
Do not pass go.
Yeah, just go to jail. Give me $200 and then go to jail.
Makina jerked up her chin so far by now, she's practically rubbing the back of her head against the floor. I press my nose against her neck and breathe in her intoxicating fruity scent.
Girl stink.
Fruity of Grisaia. Ah, the smell of a woman.
Hooah!
A surge of a vague nostalgia runs through me. Am I going to bring my sister into this now?
No.
But this fragrance is unlike that of any other woman. Makes me feel like my brain's been soaked in hot water, warmed down to its very core. Makes me feel like I'm safe.
She smells like baby powder and cotton candy.
As I bury my face in Makina's alarmingly slender chest, the scent grows stronger and stronger. Your boobs smell like cotton candy. And the next moment, she's wrapped her arms around my head in an affectionate embrace. Nope, sorry my boobies are small.
They're fine.
Nothing to worry about. Why is it being held by this tiny woman brings me such peace of mind?
It's
Still,
almost like you care about each other.
still pressed to Makina's chest, I turn my eyes up to her face. She's smiling gently down at me, almost like a mother gazing at her infant
Oh
child.
my god, now we're into reverse age play.
I can't answer that sweet smile. Along with a hint of awkward embarrassment, I'm filled with something like guilt. When those innocent, caring eyes find mine, dark and ugly feelings swell up in response. Don't pity me. Don't take me for a fool. What's with that look? You don't think you really understand me, do you? Don't try to accept me. You don't have the first damn idea who I am.
God, shut up, emo.
The words rush into my head like a deluge. There's that word again, of black mud. A part of me suddenly wants to teach this girl a lesson, to make her break down and cry.
That's the kind of thoughts you want to have when you're having sex.
This is no damn good at all. I'm always like this when I see the bad dreams, warped to the point that even kindness brings me pain. Suddenly miserable with self-pity and on the edge of tears, I hurriedly pull myself away from Makina.
Oh, did you finish already? Are you crygasming right now?
I'm sorry, Makina. What's wrong? Why are you always apologizing to me, Papa? This is all my fault. Because my boobies aren't big enough, isn't it?
Yes.
It's not true. It's not true at all. They're fine.
Do you hate me now?
No. I love you, Makina, and that won't ever change, but because I love you, there are things I can't help worrying about.
Like what? We can share the push pop next time.
I can't explain it all that well, but I'm not the sort of person who belongs in a normal school.
I know, that's why you're here, right?
We're not at the school anymore.
I mean, well, yeah, but who deserves a normal life? My hands are just too dirty.
Well, you just put them in me.
What do you mean? You didn't wash it before we did that?
I get a yeast infection.
You have no idea what ugly things I've done. You can't even begin to understand.
Were you like banging fours?
I can't just have happiness fall in my lap. I don't deserve it.
I forgive you.
What?
No, like I said, I forgive you. You have my absolution. Don't worry about it.
What the hell are you saying, kid?
I don't know. I don't know what happened in your past, Papa, but you must have done something wrong, right? Something so bad and nobody could forgive you. So I'll take care of that for you. Even if nobody else in the whole friggin' world can forgive you, I will.
You're not making the slightest bit of sense, you know.
No, I just want you to fuck me. It's a lot more nonsensical to be worrying about some stupid, unforgivable sin. There's a girl with her legs wide open right before your eyes saying she'll forgive you. So just roll with it.
Yeah, what are we gonna do to get you to do me? Can't a girl just fucking get it in?
You really are talking complete nonsense.
Nonsense is hella fine by me. What logic done for us lately anyways? You're my papa now.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna let you spend your life looking for a way to die.
I thought we were going to stop the whole Papa thing when we put it
Yeah,
in
I
her.
did too, but it doesn't seem like they're gonna give that up.
Firmly resettling my hand against her breast, Makina gently strokes my hair. Did I say his hand or his head?
Head.
Head, okay. Honestly, this girl really throws me off my game.
Please be strong and live with your head held high or on my boobs.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can't. You're holding it.
It's okay. I'll be there for you, 'cause you're there for me too. I promise.
Thank you, Makina. I'm no longer even capable of bluffing, pretending that I'm the one protecting Makina. All I can do now is cling to a younger girl like a child hoping for his mother's forgiveness. I can't even keep myself from breaking down into tears.
So sex is not happening, I guess.
So I guess you the bottom now? Or?
As I listen to the steady sound of Makina's heartbeat, I can feel the lingering pain in my head quickly receding. Some part of me believed I was cursed, that if I talked to anyone, they'd be dragged down into hell with me, but now it feels like that heavy spell's been broken. All because of the small words coming from the small mouth of this small woman.
With her small tongue and small boobs.
I'm grateful to her from the bottom of my small heart.
And small teeth, I guess.
And huge eyes! Okay, time for a nice blowjob!
Yay!
And that should cheer you up, am I right? Woohoo! Rejoice!
Well, I'm willing to try anything once.
But with that small mouth, what's that gonna do?
This seems like it'll work perfectly. No!
What? The hell are you getting all pompous about? You even done that before?
I told you, I just had a push pop. I'm prepped.
One of Amine's teen fashion magazines had a walkthrough. You know, the special course on devilishly delightful blowjobs. Or whatever. How to keep a man with 7 blowjobs. I memorized.
Used a lot of teeth.
I memorized that sucker at a glance. Devilishly delightful. You're right. Hella delightful.
Okay, leave it to me. You lie there.
Why the pigeon Japanese?
I don't know. Coo, motherfucker. Never mind. Just lie down, okay?
Hey now.
Penis!
Indeed. She's
No.
got henna on her boobs.
Oh my goodness, what a splendid strapping fellow we have here.
God.
I wonder if this will even fit in my teensy little mouth with my teensy little teeth. And I'll do my best to please you, Papa. So do enjoy yourself, okay?
It looks smaller in this CG.
It does. I was thinking that too. I was like, why is he like? Does his penis shrink to match his partner,
Maybe he's flaccid.
or they just didn't want to cover
Yeah.
so much of her face?
Did the magazine say to use that line?
Yep, that's right.
Talk about a boner killer. See, I'm flaccid.
But this sucker really is big, you know. Kind of crazy to think this thing actually fits inside me.
Honestly, I think that's less about me being big and more about her being small. But I decided not to voice that thought, as my ego prefers matters as they stand.
You know, when I saw it in the magazine,
My dick was in a magazine.
I was kind of like, bleh, that'd take some real guts. But then you stuck it in my guts, and now I'm okay with it. Now that I've got the real thing in front of me, I think I might almost like it. It doesn't smell too funny or nothing.
I see.
You did it real gently last time. But now that I can get a good look at this thing, it's one brutal looking beast. Can I lick it?
Yeah, feel free.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus!
God.
You don't mind if I do. Nom.
It's a slippery, warm sensation. Just minutes ago, we were kissing fiercely enough to leave her lips sticky with saliva. And they slide down me, and I'm in her mouth.
I spit so much of my saliva into her mouth that it's like I'm giving myself a blowjob.
Wow!
The dream.
No, it's sour.
Sour. I guess I haven't showered today.
Yep, oh, it's hella tasty. Slurp.
Hella tasty.
Pretty sure I heard the word sour in the middle there.
No, that was just push pop residue.
It's like a Sour Patch Kid.
No, you didn't. Nope. Even if you did, I meant tasty tart oudness.
Apparently deciding to break out another trick from that thinly disguised piece of smut they call fashion magazine. Makina pauses for a moment and gathering saliva thickly in her mouth.
I'm gonna spit it in your mouth. I feel you like it.
So then sucks vigorously.
Yeah.
Yeah, staring at my face to gauge my reaction.
Buller slurp.
Yep, lots of schlurpins.
Yeah. Trying to.
That was the schlurp.
Kuh.
Makina, do you have to keep going after the head like that?
You like that? I guess I should have done this earlier. From now on, just say the word and I'll just shuck it any time.
Suck ya.
It's not like she's particularly skilled in terms of technique, but I have to admit, seeing this brazen, fearless little airhead going to work on me in such a timid and gentle way has some pleasant novelty value.
I said even the worst blowjob is still a blowjob.
Yeah. I mean, depending if they throw some teeth in there.
I mean, there could be absolutely terrible ones out there, but like you could make anything work.
Am I a creep? Am I a weirdo?
What?
She just says, am I a weirdo?
Oh,
Just my first time doing this, but I'm... I kind of like it. It's sort of tasty, you know. Oh, seems like you do have a bit of a slut in you.
She's got an oral fixation. Doesn't
mean,
make her a slut.
You're in me, so are you the slut?
Well,
No, that's not true. It's because this is your penis, Papa. If it was somebody else, yeah, I definitely, no, I couldn't do this. Whoa, I'm not saying that.
oh, you don't want to say cock slave on a YouTube?
No! Not in this context.
You gotta, like, stick your hand in your mouth so the voice lines are accurate.
That's true. You get that line from the magazine, too?
Nope, that was porn. No, that's how I really feel. Actually, it said to keep that sort of thing to yourself, because it would just weird out your boyfriend.
No kidding.
Am I bad at sucking it? Mm.
Not at all. I think this might become a habit.
Yeah, you're gonna make me blush.
You know just what to say.
You just know how to woo me. Whenever you want it, just say the word and I'll give your dicky wicky a nice sucky wucky.
Okay, I'm gonna make a request for you to never say that ever again.
To be honest, I don't really want to make you do stuff like this that often.
You fool.
It doesn't feel ood.
Wouldn't say that. Just knowing that you're doing this gets me stupidly turned on.
Oh no!
Okay, then what's the problem?
Yeah, it's kind of the point.
It's all good, right? Hurry up and give me a drink.
Oh, I see what she's saying.
Yeah.
She's
Thought
ready.
She was feeling a little dehydrated.
She lost all saliva.
Yeah, I'll drink all of the Mountain Dew.
Drink your milkshake.
Oh, God, Makina, don't suck on it that hard. Blah! Blah! Ooh, that jar. Look at all that fish. Thick, hot stuff.
Just talk through that entire blowjob.
Yep. Are you okay?
Yeah, I mean, the magazine said to do it this way, and it's bad manners if you don't do this.
It's actually really bad for your stomach.
You can figure this out. It's good for headaches and shit. Ah, good. See? Look, Papa.
Oh.
Am I a good girl? I gotta be a good girl.
Yeah, you're something else, Makina. Head pats.
Sachi's dead inside now.
Makina laughs happily as I drop my hand on her head and ruffle her hair around.
Alrighty then, let's get back to it. I can't wait no more, so hurry up and jam it in my
Stop calling it that!
my little happy hole.
Oh, thank you. Are they gonna get rid of Happy Hole finally?
This route is too much, man.
Yeah.
Look, I don't know. Would it be too much to ask for a slightly sexier way of phrasing that?
Sexier. Okay, got it. Looky, looky, Papa. What do we have here?
I'm not saying all that.
I'm wet. Bam! Check it out!
Tough acting to acting.
Turn it up a notch. See what I'm talking about here?
Well, yes, I do.
Feast your eyes on this beautiful...
Pink Pony Club.
Only open for business a few days ago. Don't you just want to come inside?
Is it just me, or is that a less sexy and more slow in the head?
Oh, geez, women are more popular when they're a little dumb, you know? Seriously, are you going to put that thing in sometime this week or what? Jesus fucking Christ, man. Stop talking.
You're doing most of the talking.
You don't have to give me the puppy dog eyes, all right? Whatever, come over here.
Oh, we did it from behind last time. So today I want to try the seated position. Seated.
Only if you're good.
Now I want to straddle over your lap and slide down the slide. You give me sloppy kisses on each other as we do it.
Hug tightly rated sloppy kisses as I rained blows upon him.
You've got a very specific list of demands there.
I somehow ended up I'm like laying sideways on your couch.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm bisexual. I sit weird.
Yeah, well, you're just gonna have to deal with it. I can't get enough kisses, you know. No, I want to get off while swapping spit until my face is covered in spit. Is that too much to ask? Yeah, I got it. Face-to-face position, right? Here we go!
Here we go!
A wahoo! I thrust my hand under Makina's armpits and hoist her up into the air. Whee! I mean, whoa! Spare me the whoa, kid. Are you ready? I'm gonna lower you down. Like a helicopter. Coming into the loading bay. Hold on a sec. Your positioning's all wrong, you know. This raid is gonna go in my butt. Move up a little. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, God. Okay, let me down. Here goes. Whoa. Owie.
Okay.
Are you alright there? I don't like doing it from behind, you know. Your whole body weight pushes you down, so probably went a little deeper than before. No, this might be a little bad, you know. Feels like my body's being invaded or something. You're in my womb.
Oh, God.
We can call this one off if you want. Yeah, fine. Give me a kiss, Papa. Nah, blah. Blah. You're really something else, you know? You're something else. When you're asking for a kiss, shouldn't you pucker up? As opposed to opening your mouth wide and sticking your tongue straight out? You whore. I guess she's probably telling me to go straight to the deep, wet, passionate French kissing. But seriously. Again, I guess you could say this fundamental goofiness is part of what makes the girl cute. I obediently stick my tongue into Makina's waiting mouth. Papa, I love the way you kiss me. Give me more kissy-wissies.
God.
Okay, look, personally, that sort of sappy baby talk just makes me feel ridiculous about the whole thing.
Thank you, Yuuji.
Thank God, I thought it turned you on this whole time.
Yeah.
You? Woo? Mayhaps you prefer the tsundere style instead?
I mean, that's at least better than this.
That counts. Don't get the wrong idea, okay? It's not like I do this just with anybody. It's only you, Papa. Jerk. But I love you. Tacking on "but I love you" at the end doesn't automatically make anything you say tsundere. Kid. Papa. Shut the fuck up. I mean, don't you like kissing me? Yeah, that I do. Then it's all good, right? Here, don't my soft little stubby tongue feel nice and softy-wafty? You wanna
Please
suck?
stop.
You wanna suck on it some? Herm. Well, if you insist. I pull Makina's small body forward onto my lap. Are they sitting?
Yeah, he's sitting cross-legged, and
Yeah.
she's in his lap.
Okay. Deep in our kiss. Considering her slender, delicate figure, she's got a surprisingly pleasant squishiness to her.
They just, for some reason, really like using Dutch angles in this game.
A lot of VNs do, because they can fit
Yeah, they can fit more of it in
more.
there.
Yeah.
It
more,
also gives
more
a-
body.
It also gives a feeling of, like, action taking place.
I guess that's true. You.
Like, in movies and stuff, it's used to give you slight unease.
Naturally, bringing the girl closer means that I'm piercing even further. I can feel vicious, hot fluid as I have sex with her.
Yes.
No, Papa, don't forget my boobies. They need kisses too. When I glance down to her chest, I find two perky, upturned red tits staring at me.
How did birds get in
Why
there?
are they red? Yeah, it might be a little tricky to get at these things while we're doing this. Leaning Makina's upper body back, I just barely managed to get my mouth to her chest. No, Papa, my boobies, they feel so good. You're all tingly. Oh, that's good. That's the good stuff right there, man. The girl's tiny right breast slides easily into my mouth, and I can practically hold the entire thing in there. Just start sucking on it, and then that makes it swell up.
Yeah.
There, now it's bigger.
Nailed it.
After running my tongue all over the small mound of erotic flesh, I suck hard on her nipple. I feel a little nub go in my mouth. No! Eek!
Just like looks up to the heavens. No!
No, don't suck on him that hard. You're gonna stretch my nipples out. You're one to talk. Seem to remember you doing your best vacuum cleaner impression on my penis just a little bit ago. Nah, Papa, you're hella good at this. Feels even better than last time. Is that so? Maybe you could have just gotten a little dirtier? No, maybe you're right. Hey, Papa, make me even dirtier, girl, okay? Give me some wild beast-style lovin', if you please.
Crazy monkey sex.
Wild beast style, huh? Sometimes you just confuse me. In other words, you want it a little rougher.
Indeed, show no mercy, take no prisoners. Come at me, scrub lord.
Alright then, you don't mind if I do.
Oh, fuck no, I regret everything I just said. No, Papa, oh God, no, that hurts.
What happened to show no mercy?
No, I'm sorry, I got carried away. On second thought, a little mercy would be appreciated.
I see. In that case, I'll take no prisoners in the most merciful way possible. Here we go.
No, slow down. Oh, I'm gonna break. My womb went bonk. Okay? No, you're too deep. You're making this slap sound. Ow.
I thought you were starting to get nicely loosened up. Does it hurt?
I don't think it really hurts, but it's kind of like weird. Something deep inside my belly's going all twitchy all on its own.
Oh my god.
That's just your womb wanting me to impregnate it.
Yeah, of course.
No, really? I'm not weird or nothing?
Well, I mean,
Yeah, well.
I'll show you. Is that like... Okay, I'll show you.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Pow, right to the moon. See, when I push up against it like this...
No!
Wait, what the?
Right, just the reaction I was expecting. And now if I suddenly drag it back out... Eee!
Speaking of dragging it out, this sex scene's going forever.
See, looks like you're perfectly normal.
Oh, my waist's going numb. That feels really good, Papa. Do it again.
Question, for some reason. Yep, we're just getting started. No! Seizing hold of Makina's waist, I shove myself up into her a little more roughly than before.
Sexy scene. A sexy scene. It's all the way up to my head. I'm small. I'm gonna break. I'm probably gonna go crazy.
More sex.
Give me the pew pew pew.
We're doing some sex.
That was
We
actually
finished
something
some
she
sex.
said.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you gave me the pew pew pew. Oh, something. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yep, sex. He finished, but they're probably gonna go again, right?
Maybe. Yeah, probably. I'm not,
not
done,
done
yet.
yet. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Ah!
Ah, no, don't stop yet. It's my turn. Keep going. I'm never gonna stop. Boo-boo.
Boomo!
Don't say boomo. You made me laugh. This is fucking hilarious. Take this.
No, seriously. Hold on. Too much. I'm gonna break. I'm gonna go crazy. You're killing my brain shells.
Let that penis blow.
He's laughing. She's like telling him to...
Drooling on herself.
Mm-hmm. This is a little... Okay. Yeah.
Jackpot. I'm gonna have 50 of Papa
I'm gonna have
babies.
50 Papa babies.
Oh my god.
You're saying it this late in the game? It's baby time! Shit!
We don't do that in VNs.
That's true.
Having gone through really limp in multiple ways, I pull Makina's still twitching body closer on my lap. Hey Makina, was today a safe day?
It doesn't matter. I love how that's just like, oh, it's, you know, it's less likely, so obviously
yeah.
you're just not gonna get pregnant no matter what.
Super dangerous day, actually. Nice job. Twice in one go. It'll be twins for sure.
That's how that works. You're definitely old enough to mother
I
children.
was gonna say, if you don't know how this works... Look, Makina, what are you planning to do if you seriously get pregnant?
There's a lot of stairs around here.
Now, what are you talking about? Give birth. Duh.
Yeah, I figured.
You're gonna be a papa for real now, you know? And that means you can't go off and die like a selfish git no more.
Oh, wait, wouldn't I be a grandpapa? Wait, how does this work? What is this weird fantasy thing we got going on here? I'm very confused.
And it's hard growing up without a dad, you know? Doing the parent-child relay on sports day with your homeroom teacher and all. It's pretty tough stuff. Feels like someone's poking holes in your heart.
That's right. Wouldn't want to make them go through that.
So take responsibility, 'cause anime.
Yeah, don't worry. You'll always have a woman supporting you if you need one. I'll be at your side, okay?
Yeah, sounds good. Looking back, I've been trying to avoid forming deep connections with people for a very long time.
And the first person I do it with, I knocked her up.
I was just going to end up dead one day anyway. Felt pointless, almost wrong, to go looking for meaningful relationships, let alone have a child with someone. I didn't even want to think about passing on my defective genes.
They got holes in them and everything.
Along comes this airheaded little bulldozer of a woman. Yelps,
The hell do I care?
and shoves her way into my life before I even knew what hit me. So she's going to forgive me my sins even if God can't, huh? Not that that's anything new, but the girl really is absurd. Even so, I can't deny that this absurd strength is exactly what I needed. Exactly what I'd been looking for deep down. Is it strength, or is she just
She just wanted to have sex.
Dud-
She's just kind of dumb.
ditz? Or you know what, not a ditz, but like, just, she just says stuff.
She's irresponsible and yeah,
Yeah.
like she doesn't care. She's as fucked up as you, as everyone in this game.
There's no point in playing dumb anymore. This tiny little woman saved me. She's given me real courage. Sounds good, Makina. I'll do my best.
Yeah, you do that, and I'll work my tail off too, okay?
Just as the sparrows begin to chirp outside, the rusty old air conditioner in our window seems to remember its purpose, shaking the curtains as it belches to life. The bright, clear morning sun slips through the gap and streams into our room. My head doesn't hurt anymore.
No, it's just a jizz headache.
Oh, man. Whew. By the time the sun's risen cleanly above the horizon, my body's starting to wake up. Makina trots over to the corner and unplugs our small fridge from the outlet, and then connects the cord for her bread-making machine in its place.
No, my six-pack.
I was just lying in bed spacing out, but watching the girl grinding her plug into the outlet while yelping, "Boomo!" It got me turned on again. I mean, I can't help breaking into laughter again. And deciding it's about time I get to work myself, I push my languid body up off the ground. Okay, bingo bango breado.
That's what I'm gonna name the restaurant. What do you think? Alrighty then. Thanks for your patience. We just got us some baked goods.
I still don't believe that thing cooks bread that quickly.
Nice. Bring it here. What'd you make us today?
Is it just an easy bake oven?
It's just a toaster.
I was just thinking she's got like an easy bake oven with a little package
Yeah.
to cook the tiny brownies.
Today's a special treat for my favorite curry fanatic. I baked up curry bread.
Looks tasty.
So what about you, Papa? What you been working on over there?
All this dried seam all over my chest.
Knitting socks for our baby.
Oh my god.
No. Do you usually make socks out of manure you bought at a hardware store?
That's right. It's a new synthetic fabric made from nitrogenous fertilizer.
So that's a lie, right?
Yeah, it's a lie. Bring me those 2 plastic containers lying over there, will you?
Yeah, sure, but what are you doing with them?
Oh, nothing. I'm just, using explosive material and putting them in plastic.
I'm filling them up with a mixture of iron powder, vermiculite, and sawdust, and then adding activated charcoal and saline solution.
What kind of socks are those?
The socks thing was a joke. In any case, let's eat once I'm finished with these. Not these, though. Do not eat these.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
The two of us don't have much in the way of cash on hand right now. Paying in advance from 10 days in this room didn't help.
Why would you pay in advance? You don't know how long you're going to be able to stay here before you're found.
Right. I don't know. We can't just start withdrawing cash or swiping credit cards, of course. There's no easier way to track a fugitive than through the movements of their money. I did have a little bit of a slush fund stashed away for a rainy day that the company doesn't know about. But I left that money with a third party connected to Asako, who's helped me out several times in the past. There's a chance that information might have leaked to Ichigaya through Jib, so I can't just wander over carelessly and knock on the front door. With my company as an enemy, it's proving frustratingly difficult to get my hands on cash.
No time to become a man whore.
To be brutally honest, we're a pair of children up against a large organization run by deadly serious adults. I doubt our playground tricks will keep them off our tail for long.
Tell that to Kevin McAllister.
No matter how hard we run, 1 week would probably be an optimistic estimate. If the cards fall wrong, we might end up being taken into custody today. In the cold light of day, I can't help feeling that it would have been wiser to cool down and talk things over with Jib at length, instead of thrashing him around emotionally like this. But a straightforward negotiation strategy wasn't really an option.
It's almost like he's got post-nut clarity, but for a life and death situation. He's like, maybe I should have talked this out. Maybe we shouldn't have ran away. We're out of money.
We should have had sex earlier. If the Irisu clan was feeling comfortable enough to indulgently hear out a child like me, they wouldn't have turned to an extreme measure like assassination in the first place. For the moment, I simply have no choice but to smack aside our pursuers one after the other. I got a feeling today's going to be one hell of a long day. Ichigaya. Okay, that's a good episode,
Yeah, I was
I
going to
guess.
say, we call it there.
Yeah,
it's
the
the
girl with the nice
Colonel.
butt.
What?
Remember? She has a nice ass. And
Oh,
they
yeah.
kept talking
that's
about her
right.
ass.
Yeah. I don't remember what her voice was either.
Nope.
We'll figure it out next time. She's so tan.